The training team and you recommends keeping assignments small and setting a daily goal. Can you speak to those two ideas and why you recommend that?
Yeah, it's those are two important concepts with using Get More Math Well. Um, let's start with keeping assignments small. When we say small, we mean both in terms of how many skills you put in the assignment and in terms of how many points you make the assignment worth, or that which means how many problems essentially they have to work out. Just remember that every time you make an assignment, give an assignment, you're also adding content to mixed review. So if you make an assignment that has, say, 10 skills in it, all 10 of those skills will become part of mixed review as well. And that can be overwhelming for students. The idea is sort of an incremental growth. Every time you make an assignment, we put that assignment contents into mixed review. Well, if that's 2 skills or 3 skills, the mixed review content is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger in a controlled fashion. Whereas if you, like a brand new user, often because they're just getting used to the system, they haven't caught this concept right here that we're talking about, we'll make an assignment with 50 skills, like everything in the first half of the course, and give it. And then the kids are overwhelmed. It's too, they don't actually have the mastery needed to get problems right on their first try, by and large. And they've forgotten most of the skills from earlier in the course. It's overwhelming. So the best way to win brains over to mastery and long-term retention is incrementally with little bits.
Yeah, the daily goal. Why do you recommend setting a daily goal?
Well, just was how I used to Get More Math to keep track of sort of a grade book component. I did need to motivate kids with a requirement, and so I built that in as a system for kids to know that they'd done today's work, if you will. Uh, it makes more sense if you actually understand how it worked for me. Every day near the end of my class, I would say, today's goal is, and I would say a number of points, 10 or 15. And my students knew that by midnight, they needed that many points from Get More Math. What's weird for teachers at first is I did not care where those points came from an assignment, from mixed review, didn't care. I never used assignments for grades. I know a lot of teachers do. There's nothing wrong with that. I used the daily goal because my objective was to make sure they were getting points on Get More Math, getting problems right on their first try. And I always made the points be more than um, just finishing whatever assignment I'd recently given. So if an assignment had 9 points in it, 3 skills with 3 problems, that was maybe semi-typical. Maybe that today's goal would end up being like 14 or 15. This way, the kids would have to finish the assignment and do problems in mixed review in order to meet that day's goal. In my grade book, then every day had the was worth the exact same sort of chunk. Like I don't know, like it was 5 points or 6 points. So like the daily goal, the number of points here means problems finished correctly on the first try would change. It would be maybe be 10, maybe be 20, depending on the day and how much time we had and what I thought was reasonable. But in my grade book, it was always just worth 5 points, whatever. Like kind of it's like a percentage grade almost.